Okay, so let's talk about why that was a mistake, and I don't know why I put the 3 there, but let's go ahead and fix that real quick. So let's go back to this. We're going to go back to this formula that we had on the right side, because this is where I made the mistake, and I just didn't count correctly. But that is going to happen. So let's go ahead and put our formula back down for the third time. So we have the hydrogen, single bonded nitrogen, single bonded that to a nitrogen, to an H there, and then here's a single bond H and a single bond H. Okay, so that's what we had. And let's talk about the mistake that I made when I was trying to talk and write. I said that it was 391 times 3, and that's incorrect because there are 4 of these bonds. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the silly thing is, I even said that, and then I went ahead and wrote down to 3. Okay, so that's a big deal. And so that's why we need that 4 there, is because of these 4 individual bonds. And so that's the 4 HN bonds is what we're talking about there. Okay? All right, so because of that, the math is obviously going to be different, and I was running out of time on the video, and so did get the mistake caught, which is fine. Got it figured out now. And so let's run it through 945, okay, plus 2 times 436, okay, gets us our our value, right? And then we're going to add that to, now this is a little bit different, negative 391 times 4, that's going to be a bit bigger. And then we're going to add that to the negative 158. So you're going to end up, after all of this adding and subtracting and all that, you're going to end up with a value of 95. Oh, still didn't change that. So what the heck does that mean? Well, that's the answer. So what that means is that your delta H is going to be 95 for this reaction. So like when you would write this reaction out, then the delta H is going to be 95. So just another way to find delta H. So to kind of sum this up before I go on to the next thing, which is new, when we're doing bonds, right now I will give you all of the bonds. Are they single? Are they double? Are they triple? On the 4th unit, I do go over how to do that. I just kind of have them out of order. And so this is the only problem with teaching the thermochemistry first. You have had this, but I don't expect you to remember it all. So I'll give you the bonds. You may have to look them up in a chart. I may have a chart just like this embedded into the test, or you always have access to this chart because it's just in the data booklet, so you could just look it up. All right. And then the key thing, I think that, and even when I'm going through this, I try to be deliberate about it, but this idea that we're adding a negative sign to anything that's a product. And so all of these are positive on this chart, so you have to add your negative. And so that's a really, really important thing. And we've noted it. We've noted it both in both examples and saying, hey, this is important. And so hopefully you have starred that as such and said, hey, this is really important. Okay. So we're always talking about what the heck's on the test. Example 10, example 9, these are test type questions. There will be something like this on the test. And so, you can tell yourself, hey, this is going to be on the test. If I know how to do that, I'm going to get a very good score. So, all right, we're going to stop here. I'll pick up the next video, and we're going to go into another way to find delta H, which is we just keep layering in different ways. But I've shown you how to do it with bonds. So if a problem is going to ask for bonds, then we should know how to do that